Just had a conversation with one of my millionaire students, Matt Monaco. Decided to post it here because I really want you to understand my mindset right now, his mindset. In case you don't know, Matt Monaco and I, we go way back, like a few years, way back, right? But we did a 30-day boot camp together. I'll post a link to the 30-day boot camp below just in case you haven't seen it. You should watch it. We actually have a new boot camp coming out in a little bit, so I really want you watching the first one because we build on the themes from the first one. If you haven't seen the first one, the second one won't make much sense. That's coming out in the next few weeks. But when we made the boot camp, he was at around $50,000 in total profits in college, already slightly profitable. But the cool thing is he had joined my challenge and he wanted to become a millionaire. Now he is a millionaire, actually a multimillionaire. He's made over $2 million. And now he helps me, mentor other students too. So I'm so grateful for him. But in this video, we're going over what we're seeing in this market. So many hot plays. I really want you to understand our mindset, perspective, strategy, everything we're thinking about right now, because every single day right now in early 2024, the market is on fire. There's opportunities galore if you're prepared. And too many people are unprepared. Too many people don't know which stocks to focus on. You don't have the right tools. You don't have the right broker. You're missing out on opportunity. And that just sucks because, 2022 was pretty slow. 2023 was pretty choppy. 2024 has started off with a bang. Like it's a rocket ship right now. And legit, every single day, there's a dozen, sometimes 24 really solid plays. I can't even keep up right now. We joke, how our hair is like messed up. We don't have time for haircuts. That's the market right now. So watch this video, take notes. Seriously, write down the tickers that we talk about. Look at the charts, look at the strategies that we're talking about, and just capitalize. Check this out.
Look at the man's here.
Yo, how's it going?
All right, let me turn on my camera though.
Look at that. You got bad hair too. The bad hair days continue for all traders. Bad hair is in. This is 2024. This is the trend. We got AI and bad hair. It's an amazing
That's right.
year.
Maybe we just need some AI on here to help with the hair. A little editing.
We can just have some kind of some kind of skin over us, and we'll look like avatars or whatever.
I was just giving everybody a link to go talk to your team. And they're hopping on to do it. And we walked through Andrew, but I know we've got some trades to talk about here today. So.
Dude, the market is insane. There's a reason why we have bad hair. New highs. Pull up SMCI. I'm with a bunch of short sellers here in Tokyo. They're all depressed.
I was going to say they're panicking.
Happy. What?
Yeah, I was at the gym today.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 random guys that were all like, I'm shorting SMCI. And I just laughed because I was like, you idiots.
There's a simple rule that I teach. Do not short earnings winners. Okay. Earnings winners can keep going. And SMCI is the perfect example. Doesn't matter if it's a $50 billion company. It's good to short, but you want to short pump and dumps, not the hottest company in the world. They blew away estimates, revenues, profits, margins. Everyone realized they were an undiscovered AI play. It's the hottest sector in the world. You can see that big green candle that started the whole charge, around $400 a share. Earnings winners can do this, okay? This is what is possible. Not all earnings winners do, but it can happen. And then you don't just not short it. You can also learn to buy earnings winners because you recognize that they can keep going. This is a perfect example of how you don't need to predict the news. People always ask, what's the next hot sector? What's the next hot stock? You just have to study the past. The market is going to tell you what the next hot stock is, whether it's SMCI or type in NVDA, NVIDIA, which just surpassed Google and Amazon as one of the biggest companies in the world, which is crazy, despite having just 15% of the revenues of Amazon. AI is growing, and unlike Y2K or .com or even crypto, there's immediate and real-world benefits to AI.
Sadly, Microsoft too, biggest company in the world.
Microsoft too. Pull up a 6-month chart.
They passed Apple.
and Meta is, another one. Like this is the market, okay? AI, whether you are scared or not in the future, like I am, if you watch too many science fiction movies, it's going to help companies. It's going to help the economy in the short term because AI and robots and all of this stuff that's being developed is just going to help companies get so much more efficient and profitable. And that leads to bigger profits, bigger values, and it could be a transformative technology like the internet, like the printing press.
Yeah, I believe it. You mentioned even crypto. I think Coinbase crushed earnings too, right?
So
it's just spreading through the whole market.
Because again, you got a lot of shorts being like, crypto's a scam. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But Bitcoin has been the single best performing asset over the past decade. Don't bet against what's working. Okay. It's crazy to me. Like I look at this. I don't know if you can see how thick my glasses are. Can you see this, Matt?
I've seen them in person. They're thick, man.
Dude, I'm blind.
Thick with a Q.
I'm blind, but I'm still not as blind as some of these short sellers where they just are so blind to reality. And it blows my mind. Like, oh, America's over. The world's coming to an end. And they just see the negative in everything. And it's funny to me. Normally, like I would be influenced. Like, there's this BS thinking you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I'm here with 10 short sellers. So I'm here with double the toxicity. This is like, and I'm having a lot of Japanese food. So I'm having like double the toxicity. I might have mercury poisoning from the food that we're eating. And I'm still positive. So most definitely you are not the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with or the food that you eat. You are the average of what you study and what you know and what you learn. And that's why I'm so all about education and I love it. Pull up CHNR. Just nailed this play for $3 a share today. When's the last time I made $3 a share, Maddie?
2000.
Right? Look at this spike. It had a few big intraday spikes pre-market, but I was there for the big spike. I didn't get in the 2s or the 3s. I was actually late in the 4s. I was trading some other plays, some AI stock, which I actually didn't do great on because AI is also choppy. But I nailed CHNR from the 4s to the 7s. And it basically went from the 2s to nearly 9. So I didn't take the whole move. But this is a classic short squeeze when a stock is hitting new highs. Pull up a 2-day chart of DTSS.
You got it. Yeah, I was pulling up your trade there. You've had some good trades this past week, man. I'm not going to lie.
So this is the crazy thing. In Japan, I feel like crap. Like literally, I'm just waking up at like 10:30 in the morning. I'm all messed up. I got to go in a little bit. But guess what? I trade better when I'm exhausted because I'm like, I don't want to trade. Oh, I have to trade because it's perfect. Look at DTSS. So yesterday I missed the big run up on DTSS from 2 to 20. Crazy run up. I didn't want to chase it. I was scared. I was like, wait for the crack. I got in on the crack from the 20s to the 14s, nailed the bounce. I think I was in the 14s and out like in the 16s, and it went, back to 18. So I took basically half the move on the bounce. But this is a classic number 5 pattern, number 3, 4, and 5 from my 7-step framework. Sometimes the 7-step framework can work intraday. So it's really amazing to see all of the opportunities. Ray says, been following Tim. This is the first time I've seen him make $3 a share. I made $3 a share the other day too on what was it? BMR or
BMR. Yeah, here's your CNHR one. That's a good trade.
And this is a beautiful thing. Okay, this is the thing. You can make thousands of dollars in a day in this market from bed. Literally, this is my office. Look at where I'm trading from. Okay, and you can do it thanks to the volatility, thanks to this market. There's a saying, you strike when the iron's hot. The iron is hot right now, okay? This is the time to strike. I know it's scary. Maybe you don't need to take, a $4,000 position like I do. Maybe you take a $400 position. Maybe you take a $100 position. But you just got to try to capitalize. Maybe you paper trade. There's so many ways to learn and earn in this market right now. And that's why I'm waking up specifically to talk to you guys. That's why, Matt and I have terrible, terrible hair.
It's true. Yeah, this is a good trade. You mentioned BMR too. Okay, let me pull up that trade
Dude,
as well.
every day we got Holo, we got BMR, we got INBS. Like people are like, wow, Tim, you're on fire. I'm just capitalizing on the trades that exist. Yes, I'm doing better. I trade better from Japan, unfortunately, for my health. But at the same time, like, look at this. This was scroll down. Which trade
This was your good dip buy one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, there's my $3 a share. Ray says he hasn't seen me make $3 a share. This was the other day. This was 3 days ago.
2 in a week, man. Slow down.
Dude, I pre-market video last week. I had HOLO in the 2s. I wasn't buying it. I bought it in the 3s, sold it in the 4s. And it went to 50. 50. I was asleep, to be fair, though, because it really spiked big after hours, like 9 to 50. So, unfortunately, I do need to sleep sometimes. But look at Holo, and it comes back. So many people are like, 2 to 50, this is outrageous. This stock is going to be single digits again. Well, it came back all the way to 30. So this is the market. And I want you to take screenshots of charts like this. Remember webinars like this. This is not the first supernova. This is not the last supernova. Given how toxic this group I'm here with is, it wouldn't surprise me if one of these plays goes from 2 to 100 because they just short. They're so full of hate and negativity, saying I don't understand this. These stocks. Pull up SOUN and NNOX. These are 2 more AI plays that are hot. Not as much range, but NVIDIA just invested in both of them, and that creates spikes.
What was the last one?
NNOX. I mean, there's so many. I can't even keep up. But these plays are up 40, 50, 60%, having intraday squeezes. This is all today. And this group is NVIDIA invested only a small amount. These companies don't deserve to go up. It doesn't matter. These people are trying to apply logic to an illogical concept. It's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. So I like Susie's question. She says, would this work for a beginner? What do you think, Tim?
So in the beginning, you're going to lose. You're going to be confused. You're going to be overwhelmed. But you need to start now so that you can at least learn and you get used to it. If you look at Tim Grittani, if you look at Jack Kellogg, 2 guys who each made 8 figures, meaning $10 million plus. In the beginning, they're making and losing $20, $30, $40. My first female millionaire student, Mariana, didn't even trade for her first year. She just studied. So a lot of this stuff is counterintuitive. It's exciting when you think about the possibilities, when you look at people like Matt Monaco, where he can make millions of dollars and have terrible hair too, or I can make millions of dollars and have terrible hair. Who here has terrible hair? Say yes if you have terrible hair. And be honest, we're not judging. Look at us. We all have terrible hair. It's fine. I bring up the terrible hair because I want you to understand that we are slammed, overwhelmed, excited, pumped up because of this market. This is a very different kind of market. Yeah, there we go. That's my pandemic hair.
I was going to say, it could always be worse.
I actually was trying to grow it faster or more than normal because I was going to donate it to charity for kids with cancer because they don't have hair. But it couldn't grow enough. And it was just growing out. It was like a chia pet. So I took this picture because I was traveling during the pandemic still, and I was booking jets. And so I took this picture, and this picture has gone viral, and it's pretty funny. But people should grow their hair out and donate to charities that help kids and people with cancer because they need hair too. But if your hair just grows up like it does with mine, it's going to get scary looking. Bugs are going to confuse it for nests. You're going to have bugs. It sucks. So. But whether you have bad hair, whether you have good hair, whether you have no hair, I want you to understand this is the time to learn. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner. Mind you, I'm not saying this is the time to earn. If you're prepared from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, even 2021, 2022, and now you've been learning for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, then maybe this is the time to earn. But you have to start the process. Matt Monaco and a lot of my other millionaire students got started in a slow market, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. So they were prepared to capitalize 2020, 2021. I wish that you could start in a slow market, but if you're just starting right now, you missed the slow market. I didn't reach you in time.
Mm-hmm.
But at least whether it's a fast market now, whether it's a slow market in 2024 or 2025, you just start now. You can't predict if it's going to be a fast or slow market, okay? You just have to start learning so that you're prepared for any market in the future. Like it's crazy that so many people are delaying it. Like, yeah, I'll start next year. I'll start. If you delay it, you start making excuses and you prevent yourself from starting the process now. Because look at plays like CHNR. People are like, how did you know? Because I've traded this stock so many times. How many times, Matt, have you seen CHNR pop over the?
A ton of times. No, I was thinking about it the other day because what you're just saying, like I missed the 2017 was when Bitcoin sector, crypto sector went crazy and completely missed it. And then 2018, the weed sector, marijuana sector went crazy, completely missed it. And then 2019 was a little bit of a slow year. And that's like when I finally was like, okay, I need to take this seriously. And finally I caught 2020. It was like my third hot market. And it was the first time I ever made money. And I mean, I took
and then you became a millionaire in 2021.
Yep.
So even if you miss a hot market, don't feel bad. If you miss a hot play, don't feel bad. It's starting the process. That's what this all is. This is what differentiates us from everyone else online. Everyone else is like trade random stuff. We're trading specific supernovas, and they happen greatly in hot markets like this. But they are counterintuitive. They are scary if you don't know what you're doing. They're even scary if you do know what you're doing, right? Like it's not normal for a stock to go from 3 to 9 in like an hour, but the opportunity is there, whether you take it or not. So I just want people to really capitalize on the opportunity. It's sad when I get some messages from people where they're working 9 to 5 jobs or working 2 or 3 jobs just to get by, or maybe they're in debt. Or maybe even if you have like a little bit of money, but not a lot, like these opportunities are here and they're real. And it doesn't matter what kind of hair you have. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You just got to learn to lean into this volatility and try to capitalize. Whether you make $1, $2, $3 a share, there's so much. And we have so many tools now, more tools than ever. This is why I've been creating millionaires at a faster rate. Because we have more content, you have more access. And frankly, just like there's so much data with these stocks, we have data now on creating millionaires. So I know very specific rules and lessons to create millionaires faster. It still doesn't happen overnight, but at least like you're on the direct right path. Matt Monaco and I made a 30-day boot camp together. What was this? 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
About 4 years ago. And I was at $30,000 or $40,000 of profits. That's it.
40,000 in profits. Now he's at 2 million. Okay. Same hair, but
same hair.
It's
slightly
cool.
thicker glasses, but
you see, look at this. You see, Ray says blue CHNR today. FOMO bought in the 7s, got burned in the 1s. Well, first of all, Ray, even if you're chasing, which, and plays like this, you shouldn't, but if you do, rule number 1, if it's going the other way, you got to cut losses quickly. You can't buy in the 7s. Oh, you got burned $1 a share. No, I thought that you like bought it in the 7s and sold it in the 1s. $1 a share is fine. Okay. Ideally, you cut losses even quicker, but I understand it moves fast. But remember this trade. This is what I'm saying. If anybody makes money, did anybody make money on CHNR or any of these plays today? Type in chat. I'm curious to hear. But even if you lost money, remember the losses. You guys are going to have such a huge checklist of lessons to learn. Good and bad, but you have to learn those lessons so that you're better prepared for the future and you're better prepared to trade bigger size. I know it sucks to lose $50, $100, $1,000, but those are important lessons that will allow you later on to make 10,000 or 50,000 in a day. That's what you have to understand. Okay. You're building a foundation and you're trying to build a foundation of good habits. And if you ever break the good habits, if you ever break my rules, learn from the bad habits, learn what not to do. Jeff made 14%. A few other people made a little money. That's good.
I got this tweet you shared with me too.
Dude, these tweets, like, it's just crazy. These are some students today. I got to give a shout out to R. Mullins, CHNR, the students are doing better. Our Mullins was in the 3s, out in the 8s.
That's an awesome trade.
Awesome. Boz, total profit of 2,700 in on CHNR in the 4s, out in the 5s, and then again in the 5s, out in the 8s with just a few hundred shares. Okay. And this is the beautiful thing. These people are making a few $1,000s in a day, doing good trades, building good habits. And guess what? You can do the same trades later on when you have more experience, more comfortability with these patterns. And you're not just making, they're each making like 3,000 or 4,000 in a day, but you can make 30,000 in a day. Like that's when it gets really exciting. Miss Speaker. These are all in the challenge chat room. You can see it. It's all archived. She bought in the 2s, sold in the 5s, best market. She doubled her money in like an hour and a half.
Awesome.
G Graham in the 4s, out in the 6s, made 4,200. AC Green, scalp from 395 to 434. It's not even just about making $1 a share. AC Green made 10%, 40 cents a share, nearly $400 fast. Think about if you're working a normal job, how long it takes to make $400. Not to mention, if you're getting paid hourly, okay, you put in a lot of time, you take pride in your $400. You're never going to have a raise where it's like, you know what? If you work 10 hours and you make $400, we're going to give you a raise. Tomorrow you work 10 hours, we're going to give you 4,000. You're never going to have 1,000% raise, right? Or a 10,000% raise. Like this kind of trade that AC Green did, this is a 40 cents a share. They made $400. With a bigger size, you can do the exact same trade, make 4,000. You can even make 40,000. That's when things get crazy. This is a text that Jack Kellogg sent me. Jack Kellogg, one of my 8-figure students, is giving weekly challenge webinars. He's also sending watch lists. And I told him about BMR, and he's like, oh, I was sleeping in. I missed it. I went to bed because I'm in Japan. I'm on the other side of the world. I wake up to this text. He's like, he sent me the watch list, and then he got BMR long at $10 a share after hours. Okay. And then it bounced from 10 to 15. I guess he bought 10,000 shares and he's all out for, $55,000. And he's like, smiley face. He didn't even see the stock when it was spiking initially. But because of this market, you have multiple opportunities to learn. You have multiple opportunities to buy.
Exactly. I know you got to get going, Tim, but I guess next steps. If someone wants to learn, they're just getting started, what should they do?
Give them a link to talk with my team. We have so many different options to learn from now. This is the beautiful thing. Again, it's not just like, oh, just buy a stock, follow any alert. Never follow alerts from anybody. It's about learning to build your own process. The only reason why I alert is there are real-time reminders of my patterns. I want you to see that this stuff is real. Many people say that they, have something real, but they can't show their process working real time. You can see it. Look at this. Here's Joey. Made his first $1,000 today. Would have been $1,700, but I forgot the video rules to cut losses quickly. That's okay. Okay. That's 2 check boxes you just checked off today, Joey. You had your first $1,000 day, which is awesome. And you learned the hard way to, cut losses. Maybe you have to learn it a little more, maybe 2 or 3 times. But if you can make money and still learn lessons, you're winning on double fronts. Too many people are not making money. Too many people are not learning lessons. So it's not about investing in any pick. It's not about following any hot picks. It's maximizing your knowledge and refining your process so that you can size up later on. The money that you make or lose in the beginning is negligible. You need to just start learning so that you can have a chance and have data and experience to size up. That's when the money becomes life-changing. That's when you can make, Matt, what's your biggest day?
I was with you, actually. We were in San Diego. I made $123,000 in a day.
In one day.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Notice he doesn't even say dollars. When traders, you ask them how much they make or when they hit something, they've turned it into a video game in their head. So they don't say dollars. He says 123,000. Like the traders that I'm talking with, and I'm here with in Tokyo, literally they trade so big. everything they say is just in thousands. So it's like today I lost 500, which means they lost $500,000. Like the size that you can do with trading is insane. But in the beginning, you should not trade with big size. You should trade small while you're learning. Okay. And this is why we have this invitation. This is why we have my team. I'm here making videos. I'm here doing trading, and I'm here living and actually writing 3 books too. Matt still owes me his chapter.
I do.
About 2.5 years late. In case he's
slow writer.
Like perfect at everything. Oh, now he says slow writer. Last time he said, give it time. I'm like, Da Vinci doesn't create his masterworks overnight. Look at this. Nick G says, thanks to you and my studying, I've grown my account from 1,100 to 2,300 the past 4 days. I freaking love it. Congratulations, Nick. That's the start. Okay. When you learn that you can grow your account exponentially, you don't need to be in the S&P 500 and make 8 to 10% per year. You don't need to try to invest long-term in Apple or Amazon, which are good, but with a small account, it's negligible. If you have a small account, if you have a crappy job, if you have little savings, if you want a better life, you need to embrace speculative strategies. You're not going to get rich working hourly jobs. You're not going to get rich anytime soon through long-term investing. I know it's scary, but there is just so much upside. You got one life. So talk to my team. We have so many different ways to help you. You can be a full-time trader. You can be a part-time trader. You can be a man. You can be a woman. You can be in America. You can be in Europe. We also have this amazing technology called the internet, where I'm literally on the other side of the world and I'm talking in real time with Matt. Like, this is crazy. And you guys. So really just excited. Look at this. Fernando says $4,000 gain last week. Really surprised me. A lot of people are surprised. They're like, oh, I'm really getting it. Maybe you're getting it a little bit, but it's also just the market. When the market is hot, everything is easier. It's like cutting through warm butter versus cold butter. It's both butter. I think this analogy works. Do you ever use this, Matt?
No.
If you put butter in the microwave and you try to cut it, not all the way, but you warm it up, it's very easy to cut through. If it's a cold stick of butter and you try to cut it, you can have a freaking samurai sword and you're not going to cut that frozen piece of butter. This is a warm butter market. We're going to call this video, we're going to put this video.
Warm butter market.
This is a warm butter market. Warm your butter up. Everyone type in the chat, I'm going to warm my butter up. Don't have cold butter.
Butter market.
This is a warm butter market. Cut through the butter. It's just easier. And I'm not saying it's always going to be so easy. I don't know how long this lasts, but this is the time to learn. And whether you're surprised by it, whether you're capitalizing on it, whether you're missing it, it's a warm butter market. And you want to cut through that warm butter because it's a good feeling of success.
I love it.
Because Matt's in a house. He probably has butter in the fridge. I want you to make a video that we're gonna put on this. We're gonna put this on my YouTube channel, and I want Matt to physically demonstrate cutting a warm butter stick. Do you have butter in your fridge, Matt?
I do.
I want you to warm it up. Have your lovely fiance take a video of you cutting through warm butter. Demonstrate. Put 1 stick of butter in the freezer, 1 stick of butter in the microwave for, 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. I don't know. Depends on your microwave. But I want you to physically demonstrate hot butter or warm butter versus cold butter. It's both butter. Butter is delicious, but it's better to be in a warm butter market.
What's up, everyone? Matt Monaco here. The stock market is like a stick of butter. When it's cold, like last year, 2022, 2023, it's hard to cut through, all right? But this year, 2024, it's a warm butter market. Stocks are just cutting through prices. Let me show you here. Just gotta warm the butter up a little bit, just like the stock market, as it's hit new all-time highs. And once we do that, you'll see it's warm butter. We just cut through all of those prices. Stay tuned for some more tips.
You like this analogy? I can't believe I've never said this before.
Butter's delicious. I just think it's hilarious you're in bed. Honestly, it's amazing.
I always work from bed. I literally love this. I don't know what it is. I work better on the other side of the world. I work better in bed. I have issues, but good news is I can afford therapy if I ever want to change, which I don't. John says, look at this. John just made 15,000 on SMCI. That's awesome, right? It's a warm butter market. Embrace the warm butter. Matt, will you do that video?
I will. I will.
Doesn't have to be a long video, just a short video, but we'll add it to the video. We'll make a short out of it. And that's really what this is. This is a warm butter market. Cut through it. It's a beautiful, beautiful time.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for hopping on, Tim. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Talk with my team. Don't waste this opportunity. I got to go. Matt's got to go. Enjoy the warm butter market.
How good was that, right? Like, it's crazy to me how many hot plays there are. Like I said, Matt and I are overwhelmed with plays galore and with students galore. So many people want to know, how do you actually capitalize? How do you maximize this market? If you click the link below, you should watch our boot camp. The second link will be for the challenge. This is where I'm creating all the millionaires. And the cool thing is, it's not just me teaching. I'm like losing my voice sometimes, as you can hear. Now I have other millionaire students like Jack Kellogg, who legit just made $400,000 plus this week alone as I'm filming this. He's giving webinars. Ellis, another upcoming millionaire, former NFL player, great guy. He's giving weekly webinars. There's so much opportunity right now. It truly is a warm butter market. And, this was the first time I came up with this analogy, but I think it really makes sense. Like, if you try to cut through cold butter, it's hard. It's not easy. Warm butter, the knife just goes through. It's so much easier. That is what's happening in this market. If you've had trouble in the past, if you've had losses in 2022, 2023, I get it. Losses are part of the game. But it's a lot easier now if the market is hot, which it is right now, and if you're prepared. So you can't control whether it's going to be a hot butter or a warm butter or a cold butter market. The market will do what it wants. All you can do is control your preparation. And that's why I make videos like this. Watch this video, watch my other videos. You have so much opportunity. You have so much potential. I know you might have some negative people in your life who say what you can or can't do. They're wrong, okay? You can do anything. You can achieve all your dreams and more. I am a perfect example. My students are perfect examples. None of us are that smart. We're not geniuses. We're not great at math. We're just in a very good market with the right strategy, with the right know-how. That's what I want for you. So click the links below. Also, leave a comment below. Thank Matt for his time. Thank him for teaching others, because he hasn't just made millions. He also wants to pay it forward. Thank Jack Kellogg for paying it forward. He literally made $400,000 plus this week. Insane opportunity. And if you talk with him, he's not even happy. He's missing plays. There's so many plays right now, and this is why I really want you to push it with your education. Click some links below, leave a comment below, and study your butt off. Let's do this.